Yes, so you are the first. Good evening, doctor. I'm happy to have you around. You're actually the first. Aside myself, you are the first. You're welcome. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, this beautiful Friday evening. Yay. Exactly, you can't first me. Thanks for joining. I'm happy to have you in my life. Oh. Really happy to see you and have you around. Where did I? Yes. Oh, okay. Oh, these children. My brother, it's not easy. Why I'm laughing? Should I show you why I'm laughing? See what my daughter did to my notes. After I finished jotting down things, as in, she went to jot her own on top of my own. See, this is one of, as in, one of, will I call it, um, difficult parts of content creating. That moment when you finish writing script, your child will now go and freestyle on top. Hmm. She will now go and, as in, I saw her writing, I was wondering. I never knew she was, as in, scattering the things I wrote. I've been looking for the. What's wrong? All right, no problem. We'll manage. At least, thank God I'm the one that wrote it. I'll be able to be. I'll be able to look through now and see. Hey, okay. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for coming around, and thanks for having all of you around. So today, I want to discuss on, as in, it's actually a question. What is the most difficult part of content creating? I want to be a content creator. I want to be a content creator. Most of us, they did not really tell us what we are going to find out when we get into content creating, or we just entered into it by ourselves, just hoping to flow along with the trend or try to adapt into the system. I tell you, if na expo, na better failure eh, seriously, as in, you need to see what they've done to this my daughter, what she has done. As in, it's not a small matter. Just let me just show you some. See, as in any book that I'm writing on, that is the one that is most important to her. Hello, Rose. Good evening. Thanks for joining. I'm happy to have you around. My sister from Finland, if I'm not mistaken. Please, how is the land over there? Thank you. Thanks for thumbs up. Please, people should give me thumbs up. I'm still getting used to this live terminal as in terms. Now this give me thumbs up, like the video, please share the video, all those things. We'll be getting used to it though, as in the more we do it. So, as I was saying, as in content creating is not an easy thing. Is either you take it as a full job or a part-time job, but most people that are into content creating take it as a full-time job because there are so many things in it that makes it very difficult. Those of us that take it as a part-time job, we can see how it's affecting us because producing a content and bringing it out takes time, especially when you are the only one doing the whole job. You are the one only one film, you are the one filming, you are the one editing, you are the one thinking about the content, you are the one think as in looking for inspiration. After it, you are the one that will still post it, you are still the one that will go look for how you will get subscribers, hustle for subscribers, hustle for views, go move around in as in on YouTube so that you can be relevant. It's not really easy. It's really as in it's not you as in content creating is not an easy job, not just in YouTube, other social media platforms, because you need to be very as in spontaneous. Ehen. Me, as in I took the food content creating part because yes, food is one thing that as in I like doing. I'm a chef. As in aside creating the content, we also use it for business. So this is something that is, when something is part of you and you love doing it, it's not very difficult. But there are still a lot of challenges that come with it. So that's why most times when you want to go into content creating, look for something that is natural to you, something you don't need to think too much or you don't need to sleep over. Something maybe if you're just moving on the road, you just see something and say, yes, this is going to help me to create my content. Because if you want to become a content creator, you have to be as in sharp and be able to get content from even the as in the slightest thing you can even think of. So what is the most difficult part of content creating? I'm going to use my own part as an example, because I'm not into the reaction or maybe the vlog or every other family lifestyle and all that. I'm into the food, though with time some other ones might be coming, some other parts of content creation might come in, but for now, this is where I am. So, as in what I'll just list out some of the things that come with content creating. One, I'm going to name this as number one, money. Money, yes. The funding is something that, as in sometimes it's just as if I just have my phone, I'll just do my film and just do it. Yes, phone is one. Not just phone, you also need a very good phone to give you that quality video to that you would like to put out there. And before you get a good phone, we know that you need money to get a very good phone. It's not every kind of phone you can use to just produce content. It's going to show no matter the editing that you do. So now, money is very important because money in general, you need, like for me now that is a food content creator, I cannot produce any content without me going to buy the foodstuffs. Yes, I can use my normal foodstuff in the house, create content, but sometimes I might want to create something different from what I want to prepare so that I can dive into other aspects of food. Maybe leave some part of Nigerian cooking and enter into go into intercontinental cooking or go into pastries or every other part of cooking. So money is very important. So not just for the for getting of the equipment or getting the ingredients needed, you also need money for data. And data is one thing that we that is over here, we know how much we spend for data. So number one, hello delicious army, thanks for coming around. Good evening my beautiful sister. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So data is part of the monetary aspects, because for you to be able to support people, watch people's video, and inside that you are also watching your own, as in watching your own, editing your own, trying to put a lot of things together, trying to put a lot of things together, trying to put a lot of things together. Because okay, I join your life, is my data that is going. You join mine, is my data that is going. I watch videos, is my data that is going. And we know how much we spend on data, but this is part of the sacrifices you have to make as a content creator, because sometimes you also need to watch other people's content to get inspiration to produce your own content, and sometimes you need to watch people's content to also help and modify your own content. Because if you just start, you need to watch some videos that will help you organize your own too. Because the truth is that we did not just start, we got inspiration from somewhere. And most of the times how we edit our videos, sometimes when you watch other people's video, the next time you are editing your video, you are adding some other things. So we need data to do all these things. So you cannot say I'm creating content and you are hoarding data, you are hoarding as in things. And so money is very important. We as food content creators, man, the money we spend, I don't know for others, so for us to be able to bring out very good content, we need to spend good money. Because on a normal day, if I want to cook, as in I can just go to the open market, buy my ingredients. But when I want to create content, the quality of vegetables I will use, I'll need to look for very fresh one. Okay, for the bell peppers, I need to look for very big and fine one. On a normal day, I can go to the market, just buy the little ones, small sizes, just cook whatever I want to cook. If you're buying onions, you have to look for a very good fine sizable one. And on a normal day, if you're just cooking, you can just go to the market, buy the little ones. And so everything you are doing, you are, as in, if you want to buy beef or meat, especially when you want to work with things like fish, meat, you have to look for a very big one or something that is presentable to the public, because you not just come and do anyhow. Then is it the equipment that you need to do this, the pots, the gadgets, as in, oh my god, a lot of things that you need to use to create this content. All these things is money you use and buy them. So when you first start, you can start with the things you have in your house. Yes, but as you are going, when your reps don dey high small, now, when your reps don dey high small, you will now want to, as in, I know this pot is not presentable again, I need to like buy more, as in go higher, now buy all this kind of fine pots, so that your content can have more, na effigy, and can look finer. So there's some kind of things you cannot use in your content again because you are gradually growing and you're gradually going viral. So let me read comments. Rose said it's not easy, especially for people living in Nigeria. Exactly, it's not easy. I know how much I spend on data every month. It's not easy, and upon that, sometimes sef, you need to know how you will use it so that it will be enough for the month. Said I saw one pot for 93 euros. I was like, my sister, pot is very expensive now. You see all those fine fine pots that people used to use, as in those ones that you will buy, and after cooking one pot of stew and washing, it will not peel off. Those pots are very expensive. As in, there was a day I went to the market, as in I saw one pot, not even one pot, as in one very small pot that you use and cook one noodle, as in this normal super pack noodles, as in very small o. They say 25,000, as in Nigerian naira. You see small frying pan, they are telling you 14, 15,000. It's not even the pot sef. As in, you be asking yourself, okay, how much will you now buy the set? That's why sometimes if you manage and buy one pot, buy one very good frying pan, buy the other one, that's, you just keep using it for your videos. The main thing is, I'm creating the content, I'm showing people how to produce this. It does not matter the pot I'm using. So I'm not coming here to do pot show. So you continue using what you have. Hello, Ed Varieties. Good evening. Oh, thanks for coming. Good evening, ma. So happy to have you in our presence. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thank you. And please, people should share me out too. Please share me out. Thank you very much. I'm truly grateful. Welcome, ma. Then Ami said, I saw one in your video, Rose. Rose say, my sister. It's not easy. Oh. It's not easy. It's not easy. Food content creators, we know how we go. Maybe for those of you that are not food content creators, you can come and tell us how the money aspect affects you people. But for we that are food content creators, we know how the money aspect hit us. Anything we put out there, we we spend something. So Rose say one pot was one of the reasons why I went there. Yet I did not buy. My sister, I've done that. There was a day I went to buy pots. After they told me the prices, I said, abeg, let me go and manage the ones I have. As in just buy one pot for that price. No, maybe when we start earning, when we monetize on YouTube and start earning some good back, I will not be afraid to buy some kind of pot. If I ask God, just how much is this? I bring it. But for now, we use what we have. So, and let the ministry be moving on. Let the ministry be moving. So for other content creators, I don't know how the money aspect affects you people. But for me, I can tell you that it affects a lot. In a month, I know how I budget my things for the content I create. Sometimes I make note of the content I need to create that month. Then I plan it so that, except there sometimes I can just create a content out of the blues. But yes, but there are some content I need to plan very well before I create it, because I need to go to the market and buy good things. Excuse me, let me sip some water. Let me read one content. S variety said, if we share you out, which part of you? I'm very big, oh, don't worry, I will still remain. I will still remain. No, I will still remain. Me, I can't evaporate too. I am, now, I'm well loaded. I can't evaporate. Guys, yes, I agree. So now they spend money. Yes, so my brother, we dey spend. Just imagine your home cooking. How much it takes your wife to cook, and this one is not for video purpose. It's not as if she's like, now using it to create content. No, just for home brand. Then imagine we that are now using it to create content. You need to make it look very presentable, so that at least when somebody watch you, the person will want to come back again to watch you again. So uh, Lord, plan before the money comes. Great. Yes, I have to plan. Planning is very important because now we work by budget, especially family people. Or those that everybody work by budget. Every month, especially the salary earners, every month money coming, you have to work by budget. Except you want to do any extra thing, you can now say yes. But you have to work by budget, or else middle of month you're already crying. Said Rose said my electric stove is induction stove, and the day I went to one Arab shop, they have varieties of pots, but they are so expensive. My sister, pot is another story. You see some pots and you admire them, but if you touch it, thank God pot is not ingredient. At least pot is not seasoning cube or salt. That if you don use good pot to cook your food, it will not be sweet. If not, wahala for dey o. So that's why we can afford to like use something that, okay, well, as far as the pot is looking okay, just cook what you need to cook, and anybody that wants to pick what he wants to pick will pick. It does not matter that your pot is the way it is. So we are not going there to look at pot. So thank God pot is not one major ingredient, or else e for be o, e for be. Alright, I'm in the background host. Alright, induction stove select pots. Yes, exactly, I love induction pot, but they consume electricity. Exactly, Ami. So now, after saying money, now I'll go to the next one, which is time. Yes, creating content is time consuming. Like I said, I'll always use my content myself as an example. Okay, if I want to cook my normal food on a normal day when I'm not filming, I can spend like, it depends on what I'm cooking. Let me just use, I can spend like 30 minutes, because I don't need to arrange the ingredients. I don't need to do any special thing. Uh-huh. I don't need to do any special thing to, as in, to cook that food. But when I need to create content, that day everybody will have to be patient too, because I'll need to arrange the things first. Then you have to arrange the platform. You need to take pictures. You need to take a lot of pictures. Then after cooking, you will need to serve the food, arrange it, take pictures before you start serving everybody. Something that will take you 30 minutes will now take you 1 hour to cook, to prepare. So it's time consuming in the creating aspect. It's also time consuming when you have to sit down to watch or edit or do any other thing. Sometimes I'll just say, okay, let me just edit this video. I will know that I've spent almost 2 hours sitting down just doing what I need to do. That's why sometimes before I want to edit or do anything, I'll make sure that I've settled everybody before I sit down to do anything, because once I sit down, the time is going and the hours is going. You don't even know time is going. You just see that So I've been sitting down here just trying to do shift, act, and just to edit this movie, to this film, this video. So it's really time consuming, and that's why I said those of us that those content creators that are using it as full-time job, you can see somebody can be shooting one content the whole day. For those doing the filming aspect, maybe the comedy or those acting, um those doing the vlog and other things, even to sit down and shoot a movie or a film, you need to there was one video I did, that's the one I talked about, the onion cutting experience experiment. As in the kind cut and dry, as in I will talk before you know. Mm-mm. I will talk, you have to cut and cut and cut until you manage and get the one that is okay. So it's not really easy, it's really time consuming. So we need to now mention money and mention time. So I'll mention all of it. Then people will tell us the one that is aching you most, as in which one part is the most difficult part. I'm going to still tell you mine, but let me finish. Then the filming. Yes, the filming. I've talked about some part of the filming, as in to produce the video to film. That one is another thing. Before you adjust the set, arrange everything, then you now, if you are using tripod stand, you have to adjust the tripod stand. You have to adjust the tripod stand. If someone is filming for you, you have to, as in the person will have to stand. And at times, because to get angle, excuse me please, to get angle of the kind of the angle of the video, you have to take some kind of funny position, and sometimes your back or your neck or your hand will pain you. Because when you are filming that thing, if you are not filming with a tripod stand, you have to be steady so that your video will not be shaking. So as in filming is one difficult part, and if you miss one part, man, especially we that are content creator, there was a video I made, I missed one part of that video, and the part I missed was very important part. I did not know that I missed that part. It was when I was now trying to compile the video so that I can edit it. That was when I noticed that I missed that very important part. I had to go and buy the fish again, and I had to, because of that part that I missed, I had to buy the same size of fish, recut it the way I did it, just to get that part. So if you miss a very vital part in your filming, and sometimes it might be very stressful that you will not know that you've not played the video. Sometimes you've already started doing the things, then you now remember, oh, I've not played the video, I've not played. Then you now have to play, especially when you're alone doing it, and you don't want to run your camera for like 1 hour or 2 hours or any time, as in the amount of hours that you are using to make that film. So if you are using a camera, it's a different case. But if you are using phone camera, man, you know now you cannot just leave your phone camera light on like that. Mm-mm. It's not good for the phone. Hello, Glorious Reality. Thank you, sister. God bless you. Good evening. Thank you for joining, my beautiful sister from Libya. Please, how are you people over there? I hope everybody is fine, and I hope you're fine. All right, let me read comments. Rose said the price of frying pan is another wahala. My sister, there's some frying pan that is even more expensive than pots. Fry, I don't know what frying pan, as in half pot. Oh. Frying pan is half pot, but it's still very expensive. As in, Earth Variety said, for me, will not invest in those expensive utensils to create the content. Will always be myself. Exactly, man. You have to be yourself, because just like I said, thank God that the pot is not part of the major ingredients, that if you don't put it, your food will not have taste. The pot is just for extra, now, paparazzi, extra, just to make it look tush tush. But one, you cannot come and kill yourself. You use what you have. As far as the content that you're creating has value and you've passed the message, whoever is coming to watch your content and is looking at the kind of pot or the kind of knife or the kind of spoon you're using, I don't think that person is really ready to watch you. Because all fingers are not equal. So maybe, like I said, when we start earning the money now, maybe we can now start buying those fine fine pot. But for now, please, we'll manage what we have. But well done, Rose. Thank you, Delicious Army. Thank you there. I'm truly grateful. Oh, thank you, Army. God bless you. Thanks for sharing. I said, at the end of the day, calculate the expense, cooking utensils, data, time, editing, etc. How much will you earn? Exactly. How much will you earn? Oh, when you've added all the money, how much will you now earn? In short, you now be earning. How will I explain it? You spent the money before the money come. So you're always in deficit, as in as in hey, Vicky's corner. Oh, thank you for coming, my sister. Thank you. Good evening. Thank you. How is Bielsa? Yes, so, and how is the flood? Hope the flood is not affecting you, because man, Bielsa is something else now. As in, the flood has dealt with Bielsa, not just Bayelsa, some part of Rivers and some part of the southern part of Nigeria. Hope the flood is not affecting you. Thank you for joining, my sister. Good evening. All right, so okay, so I was talking about the female. So the filming is, man, is another difficult part. And for those doing vlog and other maybe family lifestyle and other things, or that video spontaneously. But if you want to video, you have to get some kind of very good videos, some kind of very good pictures that you can edit, and it will bring out something good. One mistake, gbagam, your camera no clean, your video will be, as in, will be, how will I explain it? It won't be clear. So there are a lot of things you check when you want to film. You check your background, you check your environment, you try to hide your camera in such a way you not grab what you don't need to grab. So, as in, filming is very difficult. If you are not using tripod stand and it's somebody that is using, helping you to film, the day the person is not around, you cannot film. That's one of the reasons why I went to get a tripod stand, because it's not, when I don't have anybody available, I cannot film. And when I'm the one doing the filming by myself, that's how the camera will just be shaking. That first time, I don't really see it as anything, but now, no, I can't really watch a video that is shaky. Just imagine me, I can't really watch it, then somebody else, how will the person see it? No, the video can shake, oh, if it's somebody holding, but now, when everything dey jump baba, you are like, maybe you are using one hand to hold camera, you are using the other hand to put maggi, using the other hand to put salt, the camera won't be stable. So it's really challenging. Filming is very challenging. If you don't have assistance, it will be difficult for you to film. Excuse me, let me sip some water. Some water. All right. So before I go to the next point, let me see what's happening in the comment section. Vicky, see me laughing in the background. Where are you coming from, Kelechi? Telling you how do you sit and how do you record videos with your pen? I don't understand this one. Eh. My sister, cooking wahala is too much. Oh. I don't know. I think food content creating is one of the most difficult part of, as in, is one of the most difficult aspect of content creating. That's food content creating. It's not really funny. That pattern is difficult to let me not lie. Mommy Ed said, let's avoid the competitive spirit of using final gadgets that we can't afford. That's why many end up frustrated and quit. Just do you. People even enjoy civil utensils. Exactly. There are people that cook with firewood and people still watch them. I've watched, in short, me, I like watching all those village content too, where they will be cooking in front of stream or using stream water to wash their vegetables or using their local things to cook. Forget all this our gadget and all this our paparazzi o. Seriously, because all fingers are not equal. You not because you want to show off, you now go and put am where your hand dey not reach. Only you be crying in your house, every other person don know. Only you just be there crying in your house. So let us do where our hand reach and create con ten t, especially food where our hand reach. Dat sister A is using one beautiful pot and you can't get it. Use your pot that you have. Just know how you will do the filming, know how you will adjust the camera, just know how you will do it and teach what you want to teach. We will learn. Anybody that really wants to learn will learn. Forget o, me I've seen those local videos and it's really sweet when you see somebody just being me. There, in short, there are some videos you watch, you will know that yes o, okay, this one see pot omo man, ah, but there are some you watch you like kai omo see pot o, hi, as in you just love the natural, as in the natural ambience of the video. Exactly. Competition no good for this sector. If you compete, you're on your own. When the day you will fall, those people you are competing with will fly off and you'll be there. So thank you very much, mommy, for this great as in point. It's very vital. Glory say you speak English, Taya, my sister. Yeah. All right, so to the next point, editing. To be a content creator, is not just I sabi hold camera, I sabi film. Ability to edit your videos is is one of the most important part of content creating, because why some people's videos is better than some is the editing. That's why it's as if, okay, I'll drop link, my sweet start. I'll drop link. That's why it's as if, let me just finish dropping this point. That's why it's as if some people's videos is doing better. No. See, editing is very important too. If we don't know how to edit, you can look for who will help you, because editing is difficult. Okay, me as example now, when I first started, when I go back to my old videos and see my present videos, I feel like taking down all those videos and I ask myself, na me do this kind thing. And when I was doing it then, I was seeing myself like, man, see you. When, as in the first ever video I did, after I did that editing and I like adjusted it, I sent to my people. They were like, wow, it's you that edited this video, man. You tried to. I did not even know that I've not even started. But as time went on, I started learning more and started adding some things. So me going back to those old videos, I'm not looking at it as kai omo, this video no reach you. I suppose drop this thing down. But we cannot as in belittle our as in how did they even say that in is it hey how did they say no hey our little something of that they say our little beginning. So the big how we started matters. Some of those videos will just remind you of how your journey started. So as you are going, especially when you are the one editing your videos, man, it's not easy to edit one video because of my tight schedule. As a mother, I need to go around do a lot of things. Sometimes I edit one video for 1 week plus. Sometimes I'll try to once I edit one video and I post, you need to start editing the next one. I have a lot of videos that I have. Editing is where the problem is. I have like kai how many videos? Some are finished editing. What is remaining is the voiceover. Hello, Albert Miranda. Thank you very much for joining. This is my first time seeing you in my life. I'm very happy. Please, where are you joining us from? Which country? We would love to know. Thank you very much. Happy to have you in our midst. Happy to have you in our midst. So we're talking about what is the most difficult part of content creating. So I've mentioned some points, I've mentioned the money, I've mentioned time, I've mentioned filming. Now I'm on editing. So after mentioning the parts, then we can now start telling us which part is most difficult for us. So for the editing, it's not very easy. I find it very deep as in see I have like two videos that I finish editing. What is remaining? Voicing. I need to voice those videos. And sometimes when it's time to voice, I need to get the spirit. As in I cannot just hold phone and start voicing. So you need to see me where I voice. Someone I need to find the inner joy in my spirit, soul, and body so that my voice will be out there. Because if you watch my video and I'm just saying hello everybody, welcome to Dioma Kitchen where delicious creations begin. Today on our menu is jollof rice. So today jollof rice we are going to you said you like you don't want to watch that video. Well, when you open a video and say, hey, hello everybody, welcome to Dioma Kitchen, where delicious creations begin. So today on our menu, we'll be cooking jollof rice. So stay tuned. Even you want to watch now. So you see, so voicing is as in is not easy. It's one of the most difficult parts of video editing. You see that in called voicing. Ha! You have to talk and re-talk as in the English join and cut to make sure that you are not saying one kind of English that when people hear they will just be fainting. So voicing is and me because of my this the time schedule in the morning you are rushing to rush out in the afternoon. So when you even have small time you need the other day if you see the way I did my voicing I had to run away from the parlour, went to look for where I will hide my chook my put my face um in between mattress and this so that I can ward off noise to be able to voice that video. And sometimes when I voice and I'm tired I say abeg let it be going anyhow anyhow. So editing is one of the most difficult parts of content creating. So if they did not tell you I want to be content creator, I want to be content creator, my dear, there are a lot of things so there are a lot of things. Rose said the voiceover is quite a problem for me. I prefer talking as I cook. Yes, if you have a quiet environment it's easy, but for me I cannot do it because there are a lot of noisy factors. You need to hear my raw videos as in the one I've not removed the voice. You will hear a child crying in the background. Mommy, I want this. Hey, you hear me leave the video. Hey, what is it? What do you want? Oh yeah, sit down there. So so as in I would have preferred doing this style, that's voicing while cooking. That one, so that once I do it, I'm done. Because there's one thing about that one is, as you are cooking, as you are voicing and cooking, it's easier for you, because then you already have the inspiration of what you want to cook. But after the video, you now finish editing, you now need to start watching the video to voice, man. Hey, hello, Jacqueline 31. You're welcome. You're welcome. Happy to have you around. This is the first time I'm seeing you in my life. Good evening. Please, where are you, chat? Where are you joining us from? Which country? Are you in Nigeria or in diaspora? Thank you for joining. Okay, what am I talking about? I'm talking about, the topic is, what is the most difficult part of content creating? What is the most difficult part of content creating? The good, the bad, and the ugly. So I've mentioned like 5 points. I've mentioned the monetary aspect. I've mentioned the time. I've time involved. I've mentioned the filming. Now I'm talking about the editing. I'm talking about the editing. Yes. So please, Jack and Miranda, please, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please, I would love to have you people, as I'll call you, I'll call my subscribers my family members. Thank you very much. And yes, I can't really tell from here if you're content creators or not, but I know you are content creators. Maybe I'll check through my phone. Thank you very much for joining. So I was talking about editing. Oh, thank you very much, Jack. I was talking about editing. So the voiceover is one of the most difficult part of editing videos. Because man, you have to look for a very quiet environment. If you're talking, you have to look for how you make your voice excite, as in make it engaging. Because nobody will want to watch a dull video. Nobody will want to watch a dull video where you're just talking as in you're sleeping. No. Sometimes what actually keep the engagement, sometimes, let's tell ourselves the truth, there are some videos you will watch, what will keep you there is the voice, the way the person is talking. Sometimes you can be add some comic in it, sometimes you just make it exciting and you, hi, I love the way this person talks, I need to go back and watch more. But if you're boring and because how your voice, especially apart from the ones you just use music, but if you're adding your voice to your video, then you have to make it exciting in such a way it will help the video itself to sell. So voicing is part of one of the most difficult part of editing, and editing the video, putting your transitions and every other part, especially if you don't have a professional editor. If you're an amateur editor just like me, I'm an amateur editor. Nobody taught me editing. I learned on the job and I'm still learning. I'm still looking for better apps that I'll use to give me all those, now, all those abracadabra that I used to see in some people's video, especially some cooking videos. There's some kind of lovely, as in things they do. Maybe I'll still go and learn it, editing. But for now, I'm still managing my amateur editing. Let me read comments. Rose said, sometimes when I voice, I will ask myself, who served this statue? Exactly. You hear your voice, I'm like, am I the one that is talking? No, 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 no. That thing there is not funny. Okay, let me drop the link to the chat. All right, so that's copy. All right. Mhm. All right, I've dropped the link to the chat, so you can join me upstage if you want to. You can join me upstage if you want to. Um, all right, so okay, Ami. All right. All right, thank you very much for the advice. Thank you, dear. Thank you. Okay, let me go to my next point. Thank you, Delicious Ami, for the advice. Okay, so the next point is posting the videos. Posting the videos. The next one is posting the videos. So after editing, then that one is kind of a bit easy to post videos. To post videos is kind of easy. But the thing is that before you post the videos, there are other things that can challenge you. One, your network. We sometimes there are some videos I want to post, man. Network will take me something that's supposed to load for like 15, as in some minutes. It will take almost 30 minutes. It will, as in, just slow down. That thing can be very frustrating. So posting is not really something this, but it's part of the content creating, because after all the editing and everything, you will need to post. Then, hey, okay, we've talked of data consumption. We've talked of getting the resources. Yes, getting the resources is another aspect. Because sometimes there's a content you want to create and you can't really get that resource. I know there are, okay, like today, I wanted to create a content. I went to the market and I looked for bell pepper. I did not see. I just had to come back home and I created another content. Because there are times, it's not just today, there are times I want to create a particular content and I can't get exactly what I want, so I'll just leave it or maybe look for something else. So getting resources is another part of content creating. You're welcome, Delicious Army. Thanks for joining. Thank you, my beautiful co-hosts. Then content inspiration. Na there o. Con ten t dey finish o. Yes, con ten t dey finish. Dat is when you now, that is when you know that con ten t has start finishing, is when you now start leaving your niche and start entering other niche. You started as a food con ten t creator, and you start as a food con ten t creator, and you have entered into another niche, because maybe the food you finish cooking, or the food in the out in your list, You're welcome, Ed Varieties. Thank you very much, ma, for joining.
Thank you, host, beautiful host. Good evening,
Good evening,
my
ma. Good
host
evening.
and co-host. Good evening, all in the comment section, in the chat. You are welcome.
Thank
Thank you for
you.
having me.
Thank you, ma. Good evening once again.
Good evening.
All right. Should I continue or you want to say something?
Oh, well, I just want to contribute, but you were talking before I came, so
Okay.
anything good?
Okay. Okay, let me just finish with this point. Then you can take the stage.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. So I'm talking of content inspiration. As in content, they finish, like I said, it's not really easy to. That's why sometimes you really need to watch others so that you can get inspiration on the next content you create. Me, I've gotten inspiration from different videos I've watched to create my own content. So it's really going to be helpful. As time is going, sometimes you will get the inspiration, but to sit down and do it is another problem. So inspiration, getting the inspiration to create the content is another thing. So having listed all this, the money, the time, the filming, the editing, the posting, the network, and getting the resources and the inspiration, which is the most difficult part of content creating for you. All right, Ed Varieties, please, you can take the stage. Thank you very much, man. Hello, are you still there?
Hello. I muted my mic. Sorry.
Okay, all right.
All right. Thank you for having me once again. Good evening,
Yeah, good
everyone.
evening.
We are grateful you are here to support our lovely sister, daughter, and friend. We appreciate you guys for the
Thank
support.
you.
Uh, this topic is really nice, and I've already given some comments. For me, I would always choose to be myself and not necessarily looking at what people are doing, what gadgets they are doing, what gadgets they are using. Because if we want to look at these things, we'll go crazy. Crazy in the sense that you don't have the means, but you want to be like that person. Do you know how they also started? Yes, probably when you go to watch their videos from where they started from, they never had those gadgets. And sometimes what we are projecting to people is that, like yesterday in my life, there were so many utensils we've been using. They are beautiful, they are good. But at the end of the day, we are teaching people to use these things and then they will have health hazards. Like some of the spoons, they've used plastic uh, uh, to make it, and these plastics are coming from petroleum products. Yesterday, I even burnt some in my life, and you couldn't even stand the smoke and the smell. And this is what we are sending out there because I have interviewed some few. When people watch videos, they claim they don't have those gadgets. Therefore, there is no need for them to even go and try preparing those foods because they are not having those gadgets. So if we want to impart a wider range of people, for me, I think we have to be ourselves. Whatever we have, we use it because our main goal is to what? Impart people. teach them. Maybe I don't know how to cook jollof. If I watch your video, I'll be able to watch it. And some even go to the extent of using expensive like meat. You want to use the best kind of meat, and these days meat is expensive. So at the end of the day, what will happen? You are spending a lot of money creating your content, and the ingredients are even not the problem. After buying the ingredient, like you were saying, you have to edit, you have to upload. Those of us in Africa, data is another wahala on its own. For me,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes when people even view my content, how to even reply them is a problem. Like I started 3 days ago, I've still not finished. Why? Because when my signals is down, then it means I can't continue replying. You
Mm-hmm.
see, so data is also another problem. When you calculate this, you realize that at the end of the day, you are not even making money. When you get
Mm-hmm.
monetized, before you know the real business itself. Because for now,
Mm-hmm.
many people are even preaching that there is a lot of money on YouTube. Unless you have thousands or millions of people watching your video. And when you are investing in something, you are looking for what? The benefits. So from the beginning till you get there, if you calculate whatever expenses, you see that it is even more. When I started, I know nothing about camera. I was just using my phone. And for me, I am projecting whatever I do in my house. I don't necessarily go say I want to prepare this special kind of dish and then put out there. Whatever I'm doing around me, I'm so excited doing it. Whatever meal I cook for the family, that is what I upload. And doing that makes me have a whole lot of videos. You see, but we want to show people that yes, we are this whilst we are not. And so we end up stressing ourselves. Maybe that meal you prepare, you now before you prepare one meal in Ghana, you are going to spend about, is it $10? Yes,
Mm-hmm.
$10. Then that $10, you have 200 videos. Calculate it and see. At the end of the day, how much will you earn? Plus every other thing you do around. So for me, I will want to be myself. The things I have around me, I will be using that so that it will not be like pressure. It will not be that I'm competing with anybody. And then another thing is that if we want to make it easier, yes, use things that are seasonal. Like for example, if you want to make a video and you want to use, let's say it's just an example, apple. Apple is not in season. So it's going to be difficult and expensive getting those things. So let's look around and see which things is less expensive within that season, the seasonal thing, and it's going to make it very easy for us so that we wouldn't be spending so much money. That is for the gadgets and the things. Yes,
Mm.
because if you want to create content that the things are not in season, then it means you are going to spend so much money. And again, I'm saying that um, if we are not careful, whatever money we are working, somebody is saying, now wetin you cook, you go chop sha. Yes, you
Mm-hmm.
cook something, that's what you eat. So if you watch
Exactly.
my videos, it's not intentional that I want to do this and showcase. It's something that I've been doing and I've been enjoying it. Yes, you said something earlier that when you are doing a video, you have to arrange everything. Yes, if you really don't want to consume much time or save time and save money, whatever food you are preparing for the family, you can arrange the things and then shoot your video and put it out there, because probably somebody might need that thing to learn from, rather than waiting to go to the market to buy all the meat in the market. At the end of the day, whatever you are showcasing, your money is gone. And then you
Yeah,
put in all this effort, you come back, you upload the video, there's no one to watch. Even some few, you will get frustrated and you
very
get,
frustrated though.
yes, you get
Very.
you get heartache. So enjoy
Mm-hmm.
whatever means you have, use it, use it to your fullest best, and then you are satisfied. And when you are growing and the money is, for me, I would love to see the money before I can put in more. I can't be putting.
Exactly. It's true now. You can't be putting in more. You've not seen anything, and you are just
Yes,
pouring money.
yes.
For what now?
For
At
me,
least
I
if
see for me, I see it as a foolish business. When you are
mhm,
doing a business, you need to get something out of the business. You put in much, you are not getting anything, and so you want to strive, you want to kill yourself to get the best of everything and put it out there. At the end of the day, people even are not watching. If it's not this support
exactly.
for, yes, if it's not this support for support, who will come and watch your videos? No one will watch. And sometimes you
Exactly.
have
Oh. You've not start earning and you've already bought the whole gadgets in this world. As in, I don't understand. Well, for me, when I started with what I had. Even up till now, I'm still using what I have. Except sometimes I might just go buy one or two things in case there's something, content I will need to create. So because you go and buy the most this thing, if I buy it, it's for myself. I'll still use it. But the truth is that when you start earning some money, there are some kind of things you will now have liver to go and buy. So because on a normal day we already have pots before we started content creating, but just because maybe the pots you bought, now those kind of pots you buy, you bought them non-stick, but at the end they'll turn to aluminium because the non-stick have unsticked itself and
I left the stick.
exactly. It has unsticked itself and left the stick. So you now say, "Kai," because it's very funny when you want to cook, some part of your pot is aluminium, some is non-stick, and you put
but some
sometimes
enjoy.
sometimes I'm looking, when I bought those and funny enough, when I bought those, they were quite expensive. Um, but they were not, and before you they will tell you, no, this one original, oh, they pee, they do. Okay, now how long have I used it? Just small heat. The thing don't unstick itself finish. So 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 that means now I've started content. The pot is still serving me well. I'm still cooking better ogbonge food inside. So now because I'm now doing content creating, I now need to go and buy one pot 25, 50,000. It's good though. If I can afford it, why not? I will buy. At least so that it will look, because especially when you want to start tagging them in your content creating, you need to make your videos look a bit this thing. If I'm cooking in a local setting, is a different thing. I can even use that kind of fry pan that I've bent with enough hole at the back, as far as I'm using
Yeah.
firewood. But because of the kind of setting, because of the kind of setting you have, you want to like, okay, oh, at least let me just get, seriously, you let me just get something, okay, even if I put it
Mm.
there, because there's someone, maybe it was an external view, sha, where I put my video out. There was one of those my on stick pots that I use. The person was like, ah, that the pot is already on sticking, it's not healthy, it's not this, it's not that. I said, okay, oh, that one is your talk, it's not healthy, but that's what I've been using. I've been cooking and I've been eating, and I don't go to the hospital.
Hello, host.
Hello, delicious.
Hello, host. Good evening, Ed Varieties. Good evening, Joma's Kitchen, and
Good evening.
everyone in the comment section. I've been so busy, so busy. In fact, impromptu busy. Oh, it's this evening the thing started, but I'm glad
Chai.
to be here. I've been in the background. I've been listening to everything you've been saying. I want to say well done. Interesting
Thank
topic.
you. Thank
Um,
you.
for me, I would say the most difficult part of content creation is the editing. I really love what our mommy Edwright said. She said, you know, you spend so much to create content, and at the end, there's nobody to watch it. Someone like me, oh, I'm so fantasized about pots. Oh my god, I love colorful pots. I love even before I started food content creation. Like I'm this kind of person that will spend a large amount of money just to buy pots. I cannot spend 100,000 naira on hair. When I mean hair, all this woman hair they sell in the market. But I can spend 200,000 to buy pots. You know, I just love pots. I love blenders. I just love cooking equipment. As in just whenever I use them to cook, it gives me this joy that I don't know, I cannot really explain. So someone like me, I don't mind, you know, bringing out a large amount of money to actually buy pots. Not a problem for me. But you know, there was something you said that when people, you know, go out there, they cook, use all the kind of meat to create content, this and that. I feel as food content creators, we should just apply wisdom. Just like what our mommy has said, apply wisdom, because if you follow the content as it dey go, you will go broke. You
Hmm.
will go broke.
Ah,
You will go
you
broke.
not even say any kobo.
I'm
Eh,
telling you, even
from
the
your
earning sef, shebi they said 1,000 view is $1. Abi how did they even say it? $3. So is it how many 1,000 views will you get? Knowing full well that YouTube doesn't really push us out there. It's the big ones that are pushing so much. Or how many thousand view will you get before you even get the money you used to buy your pot or your data?
it's not even bought. At that 1,000 view, I'm not even. Has it cooked a very good pot of stew for you?
I'm telling you, so at the end then when you look at it, you just see that you know the whole YouTube thing is just wisdom.
Mhm.
One just have to just apply wisdom in the whole thing. If not, you will lose. The part where I find very difficult, you know, in food content creation is that editing. My
Hmm.
God, sometimes almost the whole day just to edit a video. And my kind of videos are videos that you know I don't talk while cooking because you know where I live, either the generator noise or my neighbors are you know making funny noises. So I will just edit the video. After editing, I will now voice over them and now add the voice in. My gosh, that thing is not easy to get angles. There was even a particular day I wanted to make a particular recipe. I went to the market. I got the things required for that recipe. By the time I came back, it started raining. Even my lights, tripod light at home, was not even bright enough for the video. It was raining. Everywhere was dark. Ended up not shooting that video. I fried the end. I and my husband ate it to our satisfaction. Hey, I was just laughing at that. See egg I want to use to create content. That's what I am eating. You know, that editing part is not easy. Getting good lights, you know, generator noise, data.
So
My
that's the
God.
feeling. That's the one you're talking about, lighting. That part is the filming. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. That's the
I
filming.
know how many
Yes.
times I've okay, actually as you I was telling that I wanted to cook white soup. I've already finished the film, now
Hey, sorry.
it's towards the end. I ended up from cooking white soup, I ended up cooking pepper soup.
Ah, okay, okay. So this recipe, who is that?
Is Jacqueline. Hello, please adjust your camera. Okay, continue talking, please.
Welcome, Jacqueline. Thanks for coming.
Continue talking there.
Hey, that's how I will talk, sir.
Okay,
I
okay.
don't
Now I
go
was
to.
talking about cooking white soup and I ended up cooking pepper soup. Hey,
Uh-huh.
you know that
Uh-huh.
I've already finished cooking. It was I've already put the yam. I've put everything. Bring it from. I'm sorry, please. Ami,
Okay,
continue.
let me continue. Let me
Uh,
continue. So the recipe I uploaded today was spaghetti meatballs. Guys, when I went to the market, I bought the meats, everything, tomatoes, this and that, because I was even planning to make the recipe for my, my husband and dog. So by the time I got home, added the meat, in the food processor, NEPA took the light off. Hey! And now my blender doesn't work with small generator, even big generator. I was so frustrated. I had to go borrow generator from my neighbor, do this, do that. Recipe of 1 hour became 5 hours. My God, I was so tired. Like, it was so stressful. It was so stressful. I ended up using my hands to, pound the tomatoes because my neighbor's blender couldn't carry the generator. My God, my God, my God. Actually, I posted the content today. Everyone is saying nice video, nice video, nice video. If I show you behind the scenes of that video, I suffered. It is well. It is well. It is well. Whenever I see food
Hmm.
YouTubers, I usually remove hand for them. Jacqueline, do you want to come up stage? I don't really understand. He said, I'm watch soccer. I want to come up later. I want you. I know you want me coming up. Jacqueline, you better respect yourself, okay? Respect yourself, okay? So whenever I see food content creators, I always, just remove my cap for them. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. It is not easy. Food content creators are doing amazingly well.
yeah,
Amazingly well.
it's not easy at all because I know, like now, okay, that white soup now. Just imagine now. I don't even have a final product of that soup. Now I might need to recreate that content again. Or maybe if I want to recreate it, I'll just get the end of the video because I already have towards the end. So there are times you finish as a filming and you will miss one very vital part and you have to do it. So it's not easy at all.
It's not easy, oh my dear, but it is well.
Hmm. All right. I think I'll need to call it an evening duty call. Though
That's it. Oh.
there are still some points I needed to give. Maybe I'll schedule the live for I'll
Mm,
schedule it for another day. So I'll schedule that live for another day and still talk about the other aspects. that I wanted to discuss about. So let me attend to the little ones, and at least it was quite an evening.
Thank you so much for having us.
All right, dear. Thank you very much, and
All
God
right.
bless. Yes.
Bye.
Calling it an evening. So I wish your goodbye, dear. Good night. I wish your content creators more grace. It's not really easy. Thank you, everybody, and thanks for coming. Happy to have you all around, and good night. Have a very good and happy weekend. Bye. Mommy, TV. Mm? TV. Mm.